Joseph served, not with bitterness, but with discipline. He was excellent in speech, in skill, in spirit, trusted by men who didn't know his God, but couldn't deny his hand, promoted not because of status, but because of favor that couldn't be hidden. Even in chains, he still led. Because true leadership isn't about position, it's about presence. And Joseph carried something prison couldn't strip away. But where favor moves, temptation often lurks, not always loud, not always obvious. Sometimes it walks quietly beside admiration, hiding in honor, clothed in charm. And the more Joseph rose, the more unseen eyes followed. She didn't shout. She studied, not his words, but his rhythms, not his title, but his weakness. Temptation isn't always a surprise. Sometimes it's a setup.
Lie with me.
How can I do this and sin against God, against the one who kept me even here?
He didn't fight her. He fled. Because some battles aren't won by standing your ground. They're won by running, not from fear, but from the fire that would burn more than flesh. He left the room, but kept his integrity.
He tried to violate me. Look, he left his robe in my hands.
She flipped the story, turned innocence into accusation, and the truth was buried under power, under the weight of her status, the strength of her voice, and the silence of those who knew better. One lie was all it took to turn honor into shame and favor into chains.
God, I honored you. I ran. I obeyed. I did everything I knew to do. So, why this? Why chains instead of freedom? Why darkness instead of vindication?
No thunder, no angel, no answer, just silence. The kind that makes you question if heaven still hears. But even in the silence, the story was still moving. Because even when man punishes, God is still proud. Chains don't change his view. Prison walls don't cancel his pleasure, and the same heaven that watched you run now stands as witness that you didn't fall. The prison wasn't the end, it was the next assignment. Watch episode 5, Faith Behind Bars.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and share.